Okay, sixth grade. For Unit 2, Lesson 4, connecting if with bud, not buddy. So we're going to use the poem and we're going to try to show a relationship between the two where they are alike. Kind of like we did with Steve Jobs and his speech for our story. They have some similarities. So if we go back to Lesson 3 where we talked about um, some of the rules. We went over 4 rules that they talked about in this one stanza. So we're paying attention to stanza 1. And if you keep your head when all is about you and are losing theirs and blaming it on you, we know that that means that you don't lose control. So that's the rule, is because everybody else around you is acting crazy or out of control, that does not mean that you have to. So you need to keep your cool. You need to stay calm. So that was one of the rules for if. Another one was, even though people don't trust you, it's important that you trust yourself. People by nature will doubt you, but it's important that you know who you are and what you believe in. The other one was, don't tell lies. Now that's where there's a contrast with Bud Not Buddy, because Bud prided himself on being a good liar, and he had lots of rules to explain just why he lived by that, so he could have a funner life. And the last rule in that stanza was, don't give in, don't give up. And even though Bud had so many different things that happened to him in the story so far, he still hasn't given up looking for his father or looking for a family. And that's kind of like what our story is about. So that's where they're alike. So in this assignment, you need to, I have listed all the rules. I have rules number 3, 118, 328, 83, Rule 16, Rule 87, Rule 8, and Rule 63. Now, those are all the rules we've gone over so far, I think. So you pick one of those rules that reminds you of any of those rules that I just mentioned in the first stanza of If. So you pick one rule and you tell me why you chose that rule. So you make sure you use a complete sentence. And like I said, you can go back and read it, or you can go back to where I've read it. But you need to know and you need to answer that question and take your time and do so.